I'll break down 5 side hustles you probably never heard of that will make you $10,000 a month or even more. And sure, you can skip through the video to quickly see the side hustles, but that will not cover the important things I will bring to the table. Anyway, starting with the first side hustle is website creation. So, brick and mortar businesses are everywhere, but not all of them have a website. And this caused them to lose a lot of potential clients because people cannot see what their services are, what they provide, and their pricing without having to call them. Now I found a way that will allow you to find these businesses and create a website for them in just a few hours. Simply, to find clients, all you have to do is go to google.com/maps, zoom into your location and see the businesses around you. In my case, I will search for plumbers as an example. For businesses that have a website, ignore them, but as you scroll in this list, you'll notice that some do not have a website, like this one. What you will do in this case is to either give them a call or email them this email template that I have linked in the description down below, which informs them about your expertise in creating visually appealing websites and how it can help them get a lot of potential clients, giving their competitors a chance to outperform them on Google ranking and stealing their clients. There are so many ways to convince a business owner that they need a website, because at the end of the day, they're in business to make money, and if you make them realize that they need a website, the deal will be closed. And no offense, but most of these business owners out there with no website are most likely a bit older and don't know much about how the internet works or the impact this can have. Now let's imagine that you close a client, which I'm confident that you will do. You will not be spending hundreds of dollars or weeks to create a website from scratch. Instead, here's what you will do. Go to webflow.com, it's one of the world's easiest website builders, then resources and templates. Depending on what industry your client is in, you will select a fully made website template that best matches the style, buy it, slap their logo on it, generate the website copy through ChatGPT, and then add some images to the website to make it look more appealing. You can have your client send you images of their work and business. So instead of creating a website from scratch, just buy a template and tweak it a bit. That's it. And based on my estimates, you can charge your clients anywhere from $250 to $1,000 for this. But for some countries, depending on the economy, you might charge them less or more. It all depends on where you live. Now let's say that you get about 10 clients a month, which is very low. But let's say that you do, and after all expenses, you're left with an average of $400 per client. That's $4,000 from just doing a few hours of work from your laptop, and you have not taken any risks. Anyway, moving on to the next side hustle is domain flipping. With this side hustle, you can buy domain names for cheap and flip them for a big markup. I'll show you an example of how I do it. Back in June of 2020, I bought the domain name paycheck.io for $3,267, and the reason for the price is because the word paycheck is a generic word and it's very popular. Anyway, I held it for quite some time until eventually, 1 year later in July of 2021, someone offered to buy the domain name for me. We went back and forth for a while and agreed to sell the domain for $18,000, leaving me with about $14,700 in pure profit. All I did was pick a good domain name and held it. I didn't even try to sell it. The buyer came to me. And this is just one of them. I go in once in a while to buy some nice domain names to flip them later. Now you might be thinking, I don't have thousands of dollars to buy a domain name at this time. How can I do this? Well, you don't need that much money to start. I spend this amount because I can afford it. If you are, however, on a low budget, you can still do it. Go to expireddomains.net and create an account. Then, after you have signed in, you'll be able to see a list of all the domains that recently expired or will expire. To do that, go to the Pending Delete tab. Here you will see all the domains that are about to expire, and as soon as they expire, you'll be able to purchase them. You can otherwise go to the deleted domains to see the ones that already expired. But in this case, I will be on the pending delete. Anyway, the domains you are seeing at the moment are not so good. You need to apply filters to see better domains, and you can do that in the show filter section over here. I typically, in the domain name settings section, check the only characters checkbox, and in the dictionary word domain section, I only select English. Lastly, for the domains showing per page, make it 200 and press apply filter. All you have to do now is scroll around and keep an eye for a domain name you like, so you can buy it as soon as it expires. You can adjust your filters at any time if your search results are not so good. and I personally only buy .com, .co, .net, .io, and .ai domain names. Also, before you buy any domain name, you need to validate how much you can sell it for. Just go to a domain hosting website like GoDaddy or Namecheap. Then search for the domain name you're going to buy and see how much the actual name is being sold for in other extensions. Hectic.io, for example, if it was about to expire and I would buy it, I can see that hectic.org is on sale for 3,000 euros, hectic.xyz for 4,000 euros, and since .io is a stronger domain extension, I'll be able to list it for a higher price. And to list your website for sale, I always list mine on a website called Help. It is like a marketplace website where people go in and buy domain names. Alright, that's it for the domain flipping side hustle. You should look at it as digital real estate and know that any domain name you buy will go up in value as long as it's a decent name with a good extension. Now, the third side hustle that I believe is not often talked about in detail is Faceless YouTube channels. A Faceless YouTube channel or a cash cow channel is when you upload YouTube videos and do not show your face. Channels like Looking Fresh, Brightside, and Fail Army are some examples of faceless YouTube channels. If we take a quick look at the Looking Fresh YouTube channel, these guys have only uploaded 15 videos and have had over 200,000 people subscribe to their channel. They're on the self-improving niche for men, with each video averaging few hundred thousand views to 1 million views. Let's watch a short snippet of one of their videos.
Here's what I look like now after 2 years in my glow up journey, but it wasn't always like this.
You can clearly see that if you want to recreate this video, all you would need is a good script with a catchy hook, a voiceover, a little bit of editing, and you're all done. But if I go back to the Looking Fresh, the real question is, how much could you earn if you would also do this? Let's do some quick math. This channel was created back in March last year, which was about 9 months ago, and they've uploaded since then. On YouTube, you get paid a certain amount for every 1,000 views you get. For some channels, you get paid more than the other channels depending on the niche. This channel specifically has generated 8 million views so far, and since this is in the self-improvement niche, I would say that they get about $5 per 1,000 views. To do the math, let's put 8 million, divide that by 1,000 and multiply it by 5, which equals to $40,000 that they have made since start. But on YouTube, you cannot start earning immediately after the first upload. You need to reach 1,000 subscribers first and 4,000 watch hours on your videos, which I think that this channel already reached from the first video, considering that it went viral. So I would say that they have made about $35,000 so far. So now that you have an understanding of the potential of having a faceless YouTube channel, just imagine if you had multiple channels running at the same time. Well, in order to do that, you need to systemize everything. I will show you a step-by-step list on how you can do that and how to execute this the right way. You firstly need to find a niche for the channel, create a list of video ideas, scripts, voiceover, editing, and title and thumbnail. Some examples of good niches are crime channels, sport channels, documentaries, animal channels, and satisfying channels. But first, you need to validate your niche. To do this, go to YouTube and then type the keyword for your niche. In my case, I will type crime in the search box. As you can see, there are many channels here about crime, but to make it even more specific, what I will do is click on filters, view count, then I will click on filter again, then filter everything by this month. What this is going to do is that YouTube search will only show me ideas related to crime that are trending in views this month. The next step is to create a list of episodes based on what has worked well in the past. For my example, crime, I can have a starting list of episodes like how El Chapo escaped his prison cell or the life of Pablo Escobar. The next step is to write your script. You can do it yourself, hire a writer from a freelance website like Fiverr or Upwork, or use AI to write or rewrite your script. However, I recommend that you write your script from the beginning and don't use anything else. Now that you have the script, the next step is to record and edit. But firstly, you need a voiceover, which you can do by reading the script yourself. For that, you can use a microphone like this one, or you can just do it from your phone. After that is done, you can sync the voiceover with the video content. You can get video content from many sources such as Pixabay, Shutterstock, Envato Elements, and many more. To edit your videos, you can use video editing tools like Vegas Pro or Premiere Pro, but these are paid. You can otherwise use a free one called DaVinci Resolve. It's really good as well and many professionals use it. Finally, once your editing is complete, you can create the title and the thumbnail. For titles, I suggest that you use a title generator and study the keywords in the title. And to do that, I recommend that you use vidIQ. Simply go to keywords and write each keyword that you can use in your title and see the ranking and the search volume for it. The higher the search volume, the more people you'll be able to reach. For thumbnails, your thumbnail must show a promise of the content that is about to come. Don't clickbait, just make your thumbnail match the title of your video so that viewers will not click away. You can create the thumbnail on a platform like Canva, Photoshop, or ask somebody on Fiverr to do it for you. Finally, you are ready to upload your video to YouTube. Now, your first few videos might not go viral, but as you continue studying your market and being consistent with uploading videos, your chances of going viral will increase. Anyway, moving on to the fourth side hustle is Facebook Marketplace. So with this side hustle, you'll be selling products from eBay but on the Facebook Marketplace. Let me show you how it works. Let's say that you find a unique product on social media, or it can even be something like a chair or a couch. You will then search for it on eBay, Amazon or Home Depot, and after you find somebody that sells the product for a good price, you will head over to the Facebook Marketplace, create a new listing and upload the exact product here for a markup price. This means that anytime somebody searches for the product here and find your listing on the Facebook Marketplace and they buy it from you, you go to one of the websites I mentioned earlier and order the product to their address and keep rest of the profits. So in other words, this is dropshipping but on the Facebook Marketplace. What I personally like about this method is that there is zero risk for you to start. You can upload as many products as you want and eventually the sales will roll in. Now keep in mind guys that I'm just going over the basics of it now, but I'm sure that there's more information about this on the internet. Now for the last side hustle, we have content writing. There are many types of content you can write, such as documentaries, YouTube scripts, copywriting materials, and many more. However, the most common thing that people do is go to sites like Upwork and bid on jobs. This is not the best way to become a writer, as you're competing against the low prices of other writers. I mean, sure, you can still do that, but you will not earn a lot. Instead, what you should do is create an article that really stands out from the others and then submit it to a big website like Wired. Here, Wired released an article that goes over how to pitch them, and you can see that they pay at least $2,500 per story. The future story you write only needs to be about 2,000 words in length, so you should finish it in less than 3 hours if you're really that good. But the big problem is, what story should you write? Well, Wired covers many areas like news, technology, games, and music, as you can see over here. So there are endless amounts of ideas you can come up with. You can otherwise use ChatGPT to give you an idea, but do not use that for the actual articles that you write, because they will detect it and most likely they will deny working with you. And after you write an article, you can submit to a bunch of other websites and see what the outcome will be. Now the beauty with content writing is that while you're writing these articles, you'll get better and better after each time, and eventually you'll be able to propel into different ventures later on when it comes to content writing, such as being able to work with big platforms like TopTal to get high-paying clients for website copywriting and so on. Anyway, with that being said, I hope I was able to give you a good side hustle that you can use to make more money on the side. If you have any questions or you would like to see a part 2, please let me know in the comments down below. Now if you found this video useful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more valuable content. Take care for now.